Hey guys, it's Mike at youarethepath.com. I'm going to talk about fears and the mind's tendency to rush to the future, to a future scenario, and how that can sometimes cause anxiety, worry and trepidation, and sometimes a sense of impending doom. There is a temptation for the mind to jump to the future, and the mind attempts to figure out how that future event will play out. But that's not the mind's job. We don't know how things are going to play out. Our only job, this is where I come from, I tell myself this, my only job is to put the intent out there, put the intent of what I am aiming to create, take the action and enjoy the ride. So when we imagine a future event, what happens is we create an anxiety gap because it's not happened yet. So the imagination of the thing isn't the thing itself, because when you eventually arrive, you'll be in the present moment. It will be subtly different to how you imagined it to be. So that's what I remind myself. There's a temptation, it shoots to the future. I get worried about what could possibly happen. But then when I remind myself that the thing that I'm imagining isn't the thing itself, it's just a construct. You see, we cook things up out of our own mind. We cook it up out of what's happened. Okay? But we're wanting to move into the unknown and have an experience of the unknown. What we sometimes have a tendency to do is we move towards the unknown, but we do it from a place of worry, from a place of, I'm not sure I can handle this. And that's a new mantra that I've been putting into place, which goes along the lines of, I'll handle what shows up. When I come to that bridge, I'll cross it and I'll handle it. And even if I can't handle it, I can handle that I can't handle it, because I'm ready to embrace sensations in the body. That's another thing that causes us to resist, and when we resist, we don't get out of the situation what we could have gotten out of it if we were just embracing it. That comes into play in a lot of things when we're imagining meeting somebody, or we're about to walk towards a person to start a conversation, and we're resisting the emotions in the body. When you can open yourself up to the emotions, you see, look what, just whenever I describe this, naturally my body takes in an extra breath, because when you relax, oxygen comes into your system, you can oxygenate your blood, you're not tensing up. So it's a practice of reminding yourself to just embrace, and with that thought you start to relax your shoulders and you accept that you've incarnated for whatever reason. You're here in the flesh, in a physical body. It's now, this moment, this now is all we have. Now is all there is. There isn't, it's always now. When you should have a clock, a wristwatch which just says now. The thing that you're imagining, it's in the future. The future doesn't exist. It's always now. Just remind yourself, this is what I do. It helps me a lot that what I'm imagining isn't the thing itself. And all I can do, I can handle this moment. You see, thought is a useful tool, but we don't know when to put it down. It's like when you put on a pair of really good shoes. You go for a walk. When you come home, you take the shoes off. You put them to the side until you need it again. That's what I'm learning to do with thought. Sometimes I may want to use thought. I pick it up. I use my thought, contemplation, to figure things through, think it through. And then when I'm done, I put it down. I let it go, I let the intent go, put myself in the present moment, be grateful to be a part of existence, to be grateful for the things that I do have, and I move from there. If emotions are doing my head in. Release and let it go, release and let it go. I use the faster EFT. So that's what helps me through it. Sometimes we can even, like, if it's something that is good about to happen, we move towards it and then we think, oh, well, maybe I'm not going to get what I thought I was going to get out of this, and we hold back. I almost did that. I come across a life coach and I invested a lot of money into setting up a call with this guy, and leading up to it I was in lack. I thought, well, maybe I don't really have the money, maybe I could put this money elsewhere. My mind, cooking up with my previous experiences, was trying to imagine the value that I would get from this guy. And I called him up and I tried to back out of it, and he goes, well, why? And I told him that, I could maybe put the money elsewhere. And we spoke about this for a bit, and to cut a long story short, the value I got from talking to him, I couldn't put a price on that. It helped me so much, because sometimes we set about a course of action and we go the long way round when we could just get the information that we needed at that point. We find a shortcut and we save ourselves a lot of time by just allowing ourselves to go with the inspiration that we had. Sometimes we get an inspiring thought and then we start to doubt the thought, and then we don't take action on it. So the point I'm putting across is the truth that what I'm imagining here isn't the thing itself. I'm just cooking up that imagined scenario from what has already gone before me. Stepping into the unknown. One thing that helps me is the idea that the only thing you'll discover in the unknown is more of yourself, because reality is a reflection of your own mind. And I know that those kind of concepts come into conflict with what you may believe, and I don't truly have all the answers. I apply these things in my own life. I experience being who I am with a lot more freedom, less anxiety, less fear with the application of those concepts, and I share them on my channel for you to decide whether it can work for you also. Hope you got something from this. Catch you later. Peace.